Hello friends, and welcome to another humid night and another beer review. As I've stated before, we're going through the Beer Camp box set. So, today's beer we'll be reviewing is There and Back English Style Bitter, which is a collaboration with New Glorious Brewing in Wisconsin. I've heard quite a few good things about them. Of course, like all the brewers in the box set, I've never had a chance to try any of their materials, mainly because, excuse me, doesn't distribute to Hawaii. So let's read the back here. For beer folks, Chico, California and New Glorious, Wisconsin are bucket list pins on the U.S. brewing map. But it's no simple feat seeing both. There and Back is named for the planes, trains, and zeal that connect them. This classic English-style bitter is a complex mix of toasty malt and fruity herbal hops. Okay, and then the front. This easy-drinking English-style bitter features nutty, toasted English malts, balanced by a solid dose of zesty hops and a fruity, dry finish. It's also pretty much session style, 5.6, which is sessionable in my world. Anything under 6.0 is sessionable. And this is a particular favorite style of mine. I love the traditional English styles, bitters, extra special bitters, milds, English style pales, English style India Pale Ales. You know, it's all good. So let's go and give this a run, shall we? Okay. I'd say it pours a golden copper color, wouldn't you? With a nice white head. Well, actually, it's probably more slightly beige than white. Off-white, I suppose. Very strong nose. Of toasty bread malts and floral hops in the back. I'm sorry, I keep up. My tongue is a little bit weird today. Head's dissipating fairly quickly. Has a slight mineral edge to the nose as well. I quite like the nose. Well, let's drink this. That's what I like. Balance. The top notes on the palate are a sort of slight hop bitterness that lingers past the swallow. And underneath that, toasty bread malts that are not very heavy. It's quite light. And not much sweet. This is dry throughout. Wow. There's a slight floral note to the hops in the finish. Tastes very English in that. There is very little in the way of fruit or zest. Some people have said this was over estery. I'm not seeing it. I'm thinking the esters are just perfectly balanced. It's dry, but not overly so. There's just a little wisp of sweetness there from the malts that makes it have a bit of complexity as it pokes its head through the rest of the palate. This is good. But then I'm probably primed to like this. Like I said, I do like this style, and I do like lighter session beers as opposed to heavy ones. I can appreciate heavy beers, but when it comes down to it, when I want to drink a beer, this is what I come to. Kind of makes me sad that bitters are not a more popular style in America. Just the slightest wisp of perhaps butteriness to it. Just the slightest stencil, which is okay for the style. Or it could just be like the creaminess on it. While it's dry, it doesn't finish clean. It definitely stays in the tongue and on your palate. Okay, I'm going to say that the sad thing about beer camp is you don't see these beers again. I would love to see this in a six-pack. I would buy this in a six-pack and just like pound 3 or 4 of them, because oh, that is some good stuff there. So, Back English Style Bitter from Sierra Nevada and New Glarus. Definitely a very good example of a style that you don't see much of in America, and when you do see it, it's usually kind of past its date. It's not really one that keeps well for long periods. So, do yourself a favor and get yourself a bottle. So, being that this is an English beer, very English style, cheers!